Hi, I'm Wayne Dyer, and welcome back to Tales of Everyday Magic. There's nothing worse in the world than to be stuck in the mire of bitterness and resentment, especially in a situation over which you have little or no control. We've all experienced hard relationships. It's a fact of life. But when you can turn it around and say, yes, this was a challenge, but how am I blessed by this situation? What do I have to learn from it? How am I a better person for having gone through this? That's where the healing takes place. That's where the true forgiveness is. You're about to see what happens to a man when he becomes devoted to the idea of being wronged by someone else, a man who lives with rage inside. It's the story of a soul's journey from the darkest places of consuming anger to redemption and ultimately to love. This tale of everyday magic was inspired by a true story, my own story. It's a story about searching in the dark for the things that haunt you and finding illumination and finally being able to see everything as it really is, part of a perfect and divine order. I hope you enjoy this film titled My Greatest Teacher.
Dear Lord, help us to remember that life does not end with death. Help us to not dwell on our loss, but to celebrate Anne Mary's reunion with you in heaven, where she is her perfect and divine self, whole and well for all eternity. The Lord is compassionate and gracious, slow to anger, abounding in love. He will not always accuse, nor will he harbor his anger forever. He does not treat us as our sins deserve, or repay us according to the inequities. For as high as the heavens are above the earth, so great is his love for those who fear him. As far as the east is from the west, so far has he removed our transgressions from us. As a father has compassion on his children, so the Lord has compassion on those who fear him. For he knows how we are formed. He remembers that we are dust. As for man, his days are like grass. He flourishes like a flower of the field. The wind blows over it and it is gone, and its place remembers it no more. But from everlasting to ever...
Ryan! Ryan! Wait! Oh, I almost couldn't believe it was you.
I just came to pay my respects.
We didn't know you'd be here, honey. Why don't you come over to the house afterward? Everybody will be there.
No, I'm sorry, Aunt Dorothy. Thank you, but no, I really can't.
Well, your grandma would be glad to know you were here. That's what's important, right?
Right.
What is it? What's going on?
Is he here?
Is who here? Oh, Ryan. Is that why you came?
I just thought he might be here. I mean, I thought he might have the decency to show up at his own mother's funeral.
He's probably too scared.
Scared? Him? Of what?
Running into you, for one.
Huh. Yeah, right. Yeah, like he'd even recognize me if he did.
What do you want to see him for, anyway?
I just want to talk to him. That's all. Do you know where he is?
Oh, Ryan.
No, tell me. Do you know where he is?
Honey, I haven't had any contact with Robert for years. It's best that way. For you, too.
That's all you're gonna give me?
Ryan. Wait. The last time I had any contact with your father, he was all the way out in California.
California? Where?
Something. Guerneville. He'd just gotten out of prison. He's living with some woman.
When was this?
Oh, 7, 8 years ago. Lord knows where he's gotten to by now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know.
Hey guys, in a couple minutes we're gonna do the cake, okay?
Oh. Come on. Don't do this. Oh. For Christ's sakes. What?
I need some more towels out here.
No. I'm not even halfway done printing out my handouts. This piece of crap. Did you do something to this? Did you clean this?
No one touched your printer, Ryan. It's your son's birthday, and I could use some help out here.
Hey, I said I was going to take the Randall kids home. I agreed to do that, and I'm going to do that. But right now, I've less than an hour to print out the rest of my things, and I have to upload my paper to the conference journal. Honey, if I don't get this submitted, I'm not going to get published. I mean, you do want me to be employed, right?
Well, do you mind at least coming out when he blows out his candles?
Yes, I can do that. Just tell me when, exactly.
5 minutes.
Yes, dear. Mitzi. No. No. Mitzi. Good dog. No. Logan, come here. Logan, come here. Come here. Why is this kitchen door open?
I didn't do it.
That is not what I'm asking.
Honey.
No. This is his dog, and we had an agreement. What was our agreement, Logan? What was the one thing that you agreed to be responsible for when we got this dog? Get out of here.
To keep the kitchen door closed.
Keep the kitchen door closed. That's right.
Ryan, it's his birthday.
No. He needs to learn how to be responsible about things. Hey, walking away is not an answer. Logan. Hey, man. Hey, buddy. Logan, I'm sorry. Logan? Hey, buddy.
Okay, you know what, kids? Let's get dried off, and then we'll have some cake, okay? I will take the Randall kids home.
Honey, I'm not the bad guy.
No, you know there is a 6-pack in the fridge in the garage. I'm sure it's cold by now.
you. Come on! Talk to me. Say something. No, don't you leave. Don't leave. Don't leave me! Don't leave me! Don't leave!
Okay, who wants cake? Don't you? Yeah, I can tell. Me too. So did the conference get your paper in time?
I emailed them, but they didn't get back to me, so I guess I'll find out when I get there. You know, nobody reads those journals anyways.
Thought it was important for your job at the university that you get published.
Sophie, I'm sorry that I got so upset yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, it's okay, because I'm used to it.
Okay.
What?
What? I'm trying to tell you that I feel awful about it, all right?
Oh, I know how awful you feel.
Yeah?
Yeah, because you always feel awful.
Well, I do.
Afterwards.
Look, I'm trying to
But
apologize.
We feel awful during. Well, you know what? You be as sorry as you need to be, okay? Logan, we gotta get moving.
Hey, Logan. Take care of Mom while I'm gone, okay? Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, could you get up? That's great. That's great. Just park anywhere. Are you in line? Oh, you are. Okay. Are you in line as well?
You here for the conference?
Huh? Yes.
Are you making a presentation, or?
Yes, I am.
What's it on?
I'm sorry, I'm running very late. Al Gore.
That's right.
As in Al Gore.
Yep, Al Gore.
That's bananas. Why wasn't anyone told?
It wasn't a sure thing until late last night. His schedule's kind of unpredictable, I guess. I mean, he is Al Gore.
So not only do I have to move my presentation from this room, but Al Gore is going to be speaking at the same time as me?
That's what I'm telling you. Yo, John, what's up with those extra chairs for overflow?
Well, now, how are people going to find me?
That's right, Tony, man. Or listen, Mary Frances is going to ask if you're inclined to go the way of the burrito or if you're feeling like a Chow Fun Day.
I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. Sorry, you're saying?
How are people going to find me when Al friggin' Gore is here?
Look, I'm sure you'll have people. Not everybody likes Al Gore.
This is insulting. And it's stupid. I mean, how is anybody gonna find me? I'm not even in the same building.
Don't worry, they printed inserts for the programs with the room correction, and it's just for today. Tomorrow, when you do the discussion group, we'll be back in the main building.
Oh, great. Oh, except if nobody hears the lecture, it might be hard to have a discussion.
Hey, there's a private cocktail thing later on with Al Gore. I could see about getting you into that.
Getting me into it. Shouldn't I already be invited? I'm a featured speaker.
Well, I think they're trying to limit it to, you know, certain people. But let me see if I can pull some strings.
No, thank you. I don't want to be anywhere near Al Gore. And if Al Gore knows what's good for him, he'll stay far away from me, too.
Sir, can I have a word with you? Let's go.
Excuse me. Take your hands off me. Look, I wasn't trying to threaten Al Gore.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't. Come on, really. I was just a little frustrated that he stole my conference room.
Al Gore stole your conference room?
Yes.
That must have been quite upsetting.
Well, it was. I mean, they only gave it to him because he's Al Gore.
And what did you plan on doing about this?
Nothing. All right? Nothing. I have nothing but admiration and respect for the man.
As long as he doesn't get too close.
It should just be just another minute or so.
Hi, folks. I apologize. Sorry that I'm late. Thank you, Amber, for starting. Everybody have their pamphlets? Great, great. Oh, I don't have mine. You're ahead of the game on me. Oh, my book. I'm selling it in the back for $19.95, and let's do the lecture first. How about? And then we'll talk about the book afterwards. A solution to our current situation may be found in the study of traditional wisdom of the remaining primitive indigenous cultures that we have, the Matsus, or Mayaruna. And their intuitively harmonious relationship that they have with the earth. Now, the ultimate hazard that we face, is the annihilation of these cultures as fast as the rainforest by an ever-expanding corporate culture. One that knows no drive other than greed, no ideal other than consumerism, no dream other than technology. Sir, will you please turn off your goddamn phone? I am speaking up here. Who raised you? Jesus Christ!
I'm sorry, he doesn't speak English.
Perfect. I'm sorry, where was I?
Because I scored so many points.
Excuse me.
One second. Sorry about that. She's a total flip.
Yeah. Can I have a beer?
You want a beer?
Yeah, you know what? Make it 2.
2 beers.
Mm-hmm. That way I won't have to interrupt your mating ritual again. I am you.
Dr. Kilgore? Dr. Kilgore? Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's the smoke.
Smoke?
Yeah. Cigarette smoke has always irritated me.
Well, there's no smoking in buildings in California.
Right.
But is someone smoking in here?
Must have been the candle.
Well, the last time I heard from your father, he was in California.
What?
The organizers. They just feel terrible about having to move you. But to make up for it, they've put together a big luncheon for tomorrow for all the speakers. And I just so happen to know that there are some really important publishers that are at the conference this year, and a lot of them will probably be there tomorrow. And we just thought it would be a really great opportunity for you to meet some of them.
Thank you. Thank you, that's great, but there's something I need to go do. It's G something. It's Garnerville, or it's G somethingville.
How about Guerneville?
Yeah, that sounds like it. How far is it away from here?
It's in Sonoma County, which is up by the Russian River. It's about 150 miles.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, come on. God damn it. Ow. Morning.
Good morning. What can I get you?
Just a glass of water, please.
Okay.
Actually, I'm looking for somebody who I think lives in town.
Yeah, who's that?
Robert Kilgore? Bob Kilgore. Looks like this. Well, unfortunately, it's an old picture, so he's probably about 75, 76 years old now. Bit of a drinker, so I thought maybe.
Yeah, I can't say that I recognize him. I've only been working here for about a year or two now, though.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I don't know. What's his name again?
Robert Kilgore?
Do either of you two know of Robert Kilgore?
Or Bob. Bob Kilgore?
Why are you looking for him?
Yeah, why are you asking?
I have some unfinished business with him, that's all.
Sounds like you got some serious beef.
Do you know him?
Hey, what's that Buddhist saying? Something about digging 2 graves?
Oh, before embarking on revenge, better dig 2 graves. But it's not Buddhist, it's from the Tao.
It's not Tao, it's Confucius.
No, it's from the Tao, I know.
That's great. Do you know him or not?
Sorry, man. Can't help you.
Thanks.
You might want to try the Rianita Roadhouse.
The what?
Rianita Roadhouse. It's up Highway 116.
Oh, Lord, he's familiar. Handsome man. You don't have a more recent picture, do you?
No, this is the only one I got. I heard he was up here living with some woman. I don't know if he was married or not, about 7 or 8 years ago.
Well, I was around back then, but I might have misplaced a few brain cells in the meantime. You know, sweetie, have you checked over at Pat's downtown?
Yeah, Pat's and Buck's and the bullpen.
Well, shoot. Well, if you want to stick around, old-timers should be coming in. Usually around happy hour. They might be able to help you out better than me.
Maybe I'll come back later. I gotta get something to eat.
Our kitchen's open if you want to eat here. We got award-winning chili. And I don't mean fake award-winning. We've got the ribbons and everything. See? Up there. Do you like chili?
I love chili.
When did he leave?
Pretty much right after I was born.
Ouch. I hope you don't mind me saying, but that's tacky.
Yeah. Left my mom in bad shape. 3 kids, no job.
Never sent any money? No child support?
My brothers and I were farmed out to foster homes. Different families. Wasn't until my mom got back on her feet that we were together again.
And nothing from your dad? No contact or...
No phone calls, no letters for 40 years. I went looking for him the year after I graduated from college, up in Michigan. Heard a few stories, found that photograph. That's about it.
What about your brothers? Have they ever helped?
Not interested. Well, not like me. I mean, they were old enough to actually have memories of him. Horrible ones. Me, I just had my imagination.
Yeah. When you got nothing to go on, mine sure starts filling in the blanks, don't it?
Yeah.
My first husband used to say I could take a rumor and turn it into a federal disaster with nothing more than a cup of coffee and an hour to stew on it. But that's me.
I actually did see him once when I was a kid.
Really?
My mother had just gotten us out of foster care. Well, I must have been about 5 or 6.
Lionel, no, don't bring those in yet. We got empties to take out.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Ryan, you're not trying. You want the ball here. Dude, what's wrong with you? Don't you know how to throw a ball? What's your problem? Jeez.
Hey, what's wrong?
Wait, where are you going? Where are you going? Get back here! Stop! Stop! Come back here! Come back! Where are you going? Come back!
Jim, who was it?
It was our dad.
It's okay. So let me ask you something. If you do find your father, what do you think you'll do?
I don't know. I've messed up so many things in my life because of him. Even today. You know, I'm supposed to be in San Francisco at a luncheon, schmoozing some publisher who's going to be able to get my work out into the world. But am I there? No. No, I'm here. I'm here in this place, out here in the middle of...
Careful.
I'm sorry, but you know what I mean? Spent so much time just chasing him. And what's it gotten me?
Well, at least you found some good chili. Did you like it?
Yeah, I loved it. Oh, my God. Hey, 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 hey! Huh, look!
Oh, yeah, I remember him. Oh, he got into some nasty fights in here.
Do you remember anything else about him? Anything at all that could help me track him down?
Well, I can tell you. Look, there's Kitty. She might have been his girl for a while. I couldn't say for sure. But she's around. Has a shop over in Monterey. 5 or 10 minute drive.
So this is my dad. Do you know him by any chance?
Oh, yeah. I remember him. Honey, sorry to say, but your father's a real asshole.
Yeah, so I've been told.
Yeah, but the ladies loved him, and he'd take full advantage of that. He's the kind of man to steal your money, then a wink and a smile and make you want to give him more.
I don't mean to pry, but, were you and
No way. I stayed way clear of that snake. But Sandy there, she was with him off and on. But when it was on, he'd have so many women on the side, she'd get jealous and they'd have these brawls or whatever you call them. Usually involved alcohol and getting kicked out of somewhere. Sandy got the worst of it.
I can only imagine.
Eventually, Bob took off on her, left her in really bad shape.
What about him? Do you know where he is?
Well, prison would be my guess. I'm sorry. Oh, you know, come to think of it, I saw him a few years ago at a barbecue around here, but he's looking pretty rough. Didn't have the same charm. Been shacked up with a widow woman. Can't think of her name. She has a place up on top of Docker Road. He's probably still there.
Could you give me directions to Docker Road?
Sure.
Is anybody home? Hello? Bob? Bob? Robert, you in there? gonna miss me. Please leave us a message. Hey, it's me. I don't know if you're there or not. I was just calling to say, Actually, I was calling to say I'm sorry again, but I'm sick of hearing me say that. I imagine you're sick of hearing it, too. So maybe what I'll say is that I was just calling to tell you that I love you, and I love Logan more than anything in the world. Okay.
What can I get you?
What kind of beer you got?
On tap or bottle?
You know what? Make it a cup of coffee instead.
Is that a picture of the cowboy?
Huh? The cowboy?
Sorry, I didn't mean to look at your stuff.
Wait, do you know who this is?
No, I mean, he looks like a person that used to come around here.
Do you recognize him? Has he been here? This is very important. Please, tell me, please.
I think you should probably talk to my boss. Andre!
Hello. Hi.
Can I help you?
Yeah, do you know this person? It's Robert Kilgore. He's my father.
I thought you looked familiar. You're Bob's son?
Yeah, hi, Ryan Kilgore.
Wow.
Do you know where my dad is?
We used to call him the cowboy because of the hat, because he loved Western movies so much. John Wayne, that was this guy. He's always bugging me to do a John Wayne tribute. Never had any money, but we'd feed him anyway. Better than having him digging through the dumpster. He always promised me that he'd pay me when this or that came through, but it was fine. I could tell he wasn't doing well physically. And Madeline, the lady he lived with up on the hill, she left him once his health started going. He was a bit of a drinker, but I guess you knew that, yeah. He's always telling me that he was planning on going back east. He said he had family back there, but I could tell he wasn't going anywhere. And then it was about a couple years ago, I guess. We hadn't seen him in a couple months, and then he just showed up one day. He wasn't looking too good. He didn't have his hat. I remember that. He asked if he could sit in the theater for a while, just sit there. It was a hot day, and we have good air conditioning. So he just sat there until we closed. Jenny called the ambulance.
Might have something, Andre. Robert Lyle Kilgore
Yes, that's him.
died July 13th, 2007. Kaiser Permanente over in Santa Rosa. Cirrhosis of the liver.
Does it say? Did he claim any dependents?
3 sons, Dave, Jim, and Ryan.
Can I get you anything? Iced tea?
No. He was alive in my imagination for so long. I don't know what to feel.
Well, they say it's hard to hate a dead man.
Not really. I don't know if it's very useful. I used to wonder what I was going to say to him when I finally saw him, you know? Wasn't sure exactly what it was going to be, but I was pretty sure that I'd be able to produce this river of articulate anguish and venom. A venom so full of truth it would blow him away. Literally, knock him on his backside with the sheer force of it. And now all I can think about is what he was thinking. What was going through his mind those last days, hours, and minutes?
I wish I knew. We'd track down where he's buried if that's important to you.
Nah. Is it far from here?
Not very. It's over near Duncan Mills. No, not really a cemetery. It's more of a field where, well, where people without connections are buried.
Indigents?
Yeah. It's just over on the Bohemian Highway behind a fancy new bed and breakfast. I can get you the directions if you want.
No. Thanks. And thank you for all your help. I appreciate it. Hey! That bed and breakfast you mentioned. What's it called?
The Candlelight Inn. You want me to get you the address?
No. No, thanks. Actually, I have a map.
Okay.
I have hated you my whole life. I've carried this rage all these years. Hurt everyone around me. Because of you. Dad, I just wanted to... Dad, I see you now. I see what you really are. Not an enemy. You're my teacher. I see you. From this moment on, I send you love. From now on, I send you love. Everybody gets to have one today. These are reduced down from $19.95 to free. So, and one to match your shirt. Isn't that nice? Okay. Okay. Well, folks, thanks for coming. I'm going to talk off subject a little bit. To be honest with you, I've been struggling with some things recently because of the way I think. It's a Western way of thinking. The Western approach to communicating big ideas is sort of like doing things in a straight line. Right? I mean, we love facts, we love figures, we love things that are literal and analytical. Whereas in older native cultures, like the Métis and the Mayuruna, when they see a big idea, they rarely share it in that way. Real wisdom, real concrete ideas. Many of which could really help us in solving some of the ecological dilemmas we see ourselves with today. That kind of wisdom is proliferate in these older cultures. But they communicate it indirectly, obliquely, through metaphor, through story.
Can you give us an example?
Sure. On one of my trips, I met with the chief of the Métis, and his name was Tume. And he told me something that I think I'm just beginning to understand. He told me that nobody ever died from a snake bite. That a snake bite itself never killed anyone. I mean, it's just a bite, right? And when you're in the jungle, you're getting bitten all the time. So, what kills you is not the bite, it's the venom. It's that poison that stays with you and circulates through you long after the bite. And it's this venom that is destroying you, unless you learn to get it out of your system, unless you figure out a way to release it. Or better yet, if we can figure out a way to have our body assimilate it, to actually transmute what was once toxic and turn it into medicine. Now, this is a very primitive notion, and yet it's equally a very evolved one. The idea of looking at the most damaging things in your life, the things that have caused you the most pain and the most suffering, and figuring out a way to turn those into your greatest teachers. This is what we are supposed to do for the world around us and for ourselves.
Hello, you've reached the home of Ryan, Sophie, Logan, and Mitzi. Please leave us a message.
Hi, this is Dr. Wayne Dyer. I was calling for a Dr. Ryan Kilgore. I heard part of what you spoke about at the new Green Planet conference back there in San Francisco, and I really liked what I heard. And I think other people might like to hear it as well. So if you're up to it, I'd like to introduce you to my publisher, Reed Tracy.
When there's no way out, there's still a way through. So don't give up whatever you do. Surrender to moments and things as they are, from the gaps in your catch-22s. When there's no way out, there's still a way through. 'Cause now's all there is, so peaceful and still. And now you don't worry about what's happened or what will. 'Cause now never ends, and now's never been. And all of your answers are waiting for you here. 'cause now's all there is. So peaceful and still. And now you don't worry about what's happened or what will. 'Cause now never ends. And now's never been. And all of your answers lie waiting for you here.